third episode of Momboss series on the Children channel. Today I have Joanna Skubisz with us. She's from the Virtuoso Bears, and I think I'm gonna let her do the introduction.
Hi, I'm Asha, or Joanna. I'm from Poland originally, and I've moved to Singapore 4 years ago, 2014. Before that, I studied in the UK. I lived in the US for 1 year, Japan for 5 years.
Oh wow.
And I moved from Tokyo to Singapore, and for the last 1 year I've been working on setting up my own company, and currently producing, manufacturing, designing, selling educational toys. So I have 2 so far, and I call them Virtuoso Bears. So they are right here.
Oh, how cute! Okay, so tell us more about the Virtuoso Bears. What are they? How are they different from the bears in the market?
Sure. Well, Virtuoso Bears, each of them represent a famous classical music composer. So over here is Amadeus, and this one is Ludwig. Amadeus plays what I call the greatest hits of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And Ludwig over here features 40 minutes of most famous melodies of Beethoven.
Oh, okay.
So not only they play the music, and it's as many as 7 most famous recordings, they also do look-alike the composer that they represent, and they also come with the short story about the composer's life.
Oh,
if you open the back side, take out the music module, you can pull out the pocket, and there's a print.
Oh wow!
And it basically is a story of the composer's life. It's written in first person, so something like, "Hi, I'm Ludwig. I was born in Bonn, Germany. My dad used to teach me how to play piano." And on the other side,
that's so special.
On the other side, we have the list of all the recordings that are on the music module.
Play.
Yes, correct.
How did the idea come about?
Frankly speaking, I would call myself an idea person. So I used to have a different idea of what to do like every single week. So I wanted to be a wedding planner. Then I wanted to develop an app for the Japanese market to teach Japanese English.
Oh.
So one day, basically, I had this idea about the bears, and I wanted to develop a toy that is more than just a toy, but has educational aspect to it, and also something that it's timeless. So these are safe to use and great to use for children from birth, because music is great for stimulating the baby's brain in a way that supports emotional and cognitive development. But they can stay with the baby for many years. So because of the timeless appeal, they're not like, the look of them is not a typical toddler toy. And what I mean by that, usually when you think of a toy from baby from birth, it's like pastel colors, you know, it's very childish. It's something that they wouldn't enjoy when they are 2, 4, 6 years old. But these bears, they are a great gift, not only for babies but also for adults. So I have a lot of people buying them for like grandparents, for example. So they have
a nice companion that plays this music.
That's right, that's right. And you know, a lot of sound toys, they produce annoying sounds. So you squeeze and it's like,
tell me about it. Those kids toys, and like, I would like secretly take out the batteries just so that it stopped playing for a while.
Exactly. And the idea that I had was to develop a music toy that would be pleasant for adult as well. So both baby and an adult can enjoy.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you actually started the business, although it's originally the idea struck that it's for baby before you even had a baby. And now you're working with, you have a 5-month-old. So how do you juggle your time between, being a mother to a 5-month-old and, growing a very young business as well?
Well, I started conceptualizing and developed manufacturing them when I was still pregnant. And I have to say it was much easier to work many hours a day when I was pregnant. Only after I gave birth it became much more difficult because you just need to be with the baby all the time. So it's been quite challenging. Only recently I have found a helper, so that's a huge help for me.
Yes.
So currently I am working from home, so I am always available here. I can play with the baby whenever I want, but when I have to do something or if I have to go out and meet someone, I can do that because there's a person at home who is helping me out.
From the time the idea struck until it's ready to be marketed, how long did it take you?
It took over a year, slightly over a year. Frankly speaking, I didn't know exactly what I was getting into. This was something very new to me. So I used to work in like a big corporation before, and I used to be managing e-commerce business for them. So I know how to sell online, but I didn't know exactly how to manufacture a physical product.
Yeah.
And additional challenge comes from the fact that these guys need to meet plenty of safety requirements, safety compliance regulations to be eligible to be sold to children from day one.
Yes.
So just first, idea comes first. Then you need to find a factory to work with.
That will do it according to what you have in mind.
Exactly. Yeah. And you need to find the right one. There's plenty of them actually.
Yeah, that wouldn't be easy, is it?
So it took a while to find the right one. I've been receiving samples from many. Then, just chose the one that provided the best quality. And even after the initial samples, it took about, I think, 8 rounds of sending improved samples until I said, okay, this is good, I'm happy with it, so now we can mass manufacture it. And right before it's being mass manufactured, it's being tested, if it's compliant, if it's okay, is it completely safe. Then it's mass manufacturing, and then the logistics, so shipping it from China, where I'm manufacturing it, to Singapore and United States. I'm selling currently in those 2 markets, which was, again, it's a completely new thing to me to arrange the shipping.
So you have a warehouse in the United States, so whenever there's an order, just ship from there?
I have warehouse both in Singapore and the US. I am still selling only on Amazon in the US, so my inventory is with them.
I see.
But I currently, I just found another warehouse to work with, so I can sell on not only Amazon but other platforms.
Yeah, and also on your own website, perhaps?
On my own website, correct? Yes.
Okay. Right. So, the other warehouse or where you currently have your inventory is in Singapore. So, does that mean only people in Singapore can buy them, or anywhere from Southeast Asia?
Currently, only people in Singapore can buy them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because the shipping would be quite expensive.
That's true.
It's possible for me to make it available to ship internationally, but I want to make it step by step, just to be sure that I'm providing the best service I can.
Yeah, and I also saw that on your website there's a lot of great feedback from customers that how much they love them, and so which is your personal favorite between these 2 bears? I know it's hard to pick, it's like picking your own babies, but if you have to pick one.
Well, I would pick Amadeus, but I think it's only because I've made him first. So it was the first time that I could see my idea become materialized, and I think that's the only reason.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And also, that's a bit like a first baby. Sorry, second child. Okay, I think maybe like a lot of aspiring mompreneur out there who would like to have an idea and would like to bring it to market, and so maybe perhaps share a bit more about your experience. What was the hardest thing in this journey?
The hardest thing, I think, is the current stage. I would say the sales are the hardest. Bringing new product to the market comes with a number of challenges. So branding, marketing. Preferably, you would like to have a lot of money to spend on marketing.
That's true.
To reach out to people, to grow the product awareness. Unfortunately, I'm bootstrapping everything.
Yes.
So I'm trying to do as much as I can with very little budget. So that's really challenging. But using the social media, but even these days social media costs a lot again, advertising on social media. So just really growing awareness of the product, it really takes time and effort.
So you find that the marketing, getting the word out is the hardest?
Getting the word out is one of the hardest.
It's one of the hardest. And what about the easiest?
The easiest is coming up with an idea.
Oh, okay.
That's for me. I'm just the kind of person which has
this full of ideas.
That's right, full of ideas.
Yeah, so this brings me back to at the start when you were, talking about how you are an idea person. You have all these ideas, right? But especially coming from someone who has so many ideas, how do you know which is the right one and you decided to finally commit to this one?
You don't know. You just need to take a risk.
You just need to take a risk,
one day I just said to myself, okay, this is it. I keep on wanting to do things, but at the same time switching pretty much every fortnight what I want to do. That doesn't lead me to anywhere. I just need to say, okay, this is it. I'm going to do it. And it just so happened that they were in my head that week. So I just went for it.
It's good. I think, especially, I think it is, sometimes you have enough of thinking, you just want to jump into it and just, yes, it may be a challenge, but you learn as you grow, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you overthink it, you will never do it because you will understand that there's going to be difficulties on the way. And it's very often that you see this first hill and you're like, no, I can't climb it. I don't know what to do. And then you kind of automatically start to think of something else.
Yes.
And then it becomes like a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
You end up not
getting anything started.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so here you go. I'll let you
sell the benefits of your bears to our viewers out there. So how are they helping babies? I'm not sure if you know, but babies can actually already hear music when they're in the womb. So it's great to even play them the music when they are still inside of you, and they actually remember the sounds that they have heard in the womb after they are born. So playing them the same music that they were played before they are born actually has a soothing and calming effect on them. So it's great, for example, for helping children to nap or putting them to sleep. So that's one thing. Another thing, classical music, especially, but other kinds of music as well, it's a great stimuli for helping children to boost their memory, to help them in concentration skills, also to grow their passion for music when they are still young. Helps them to encourage to play instrument in the future, and that again comes with many other benefits, and there's plenty of studies run on this.
Okay, so where can one purchase this now?
They are
on your website,
yes, correct.
And the URL is?
It's Virtuoso Bears.
Okay, I'll add it right here.
Virtuosobears.com.
Okay. So any last words for aspiring mummies out there not to give up and
Sure, yeah. Definitely not to give up. Just don't be afraid, I would say. Don't be afraid, just do it. I think fear is really our biggest enemy. While you overcome it, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, thank you, Asha. There you go. That's our interview for today. And to get this, I will add a link into my description below. So that's it. Thanks for joining us today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.